Yo, yo, yo.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Everybody, it's Thursday. And guess what? Tomorrow I'm off. Yes. Ladies, I challenge you to take a day off from house cleaning, cooking, all of that. Just take a day off and go out to eat. It's just something.
Sounds yummy.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody, and don't be looking over here at my notes. These are my notes on a carnival pad. Don't look over here.
That's that cruise life.
Yeah. We have some fantastic hosts. We have Scott from the Mustard Drill. He is a travel agent, so please contact him when you need to travel. You have Eddie, who's a tech, and he has merch shop open, for business on Bonfire. And the link will be in, because I saw the link when I replayed his.
Yeah, it comes up in the chat.
Yeah, it comes up in his chat. Then you have Jeremy, who has merch, but he's also tech, just like Scott. And he's also a travel agent.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Here I am. Guess what I'm gonna learn? I'm gonna learn how to be a travel agent.
Okay.
I watched Scott and Bill yesterday, and he said he was gonna go do it. And I said, well, if everybody's doing it, why can't I?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do it because I have a lot of spare time on my hands and I have nothing else to do. Because I have an announcement. I have a website. I had to write this down on my Carnival thing. I have a website, but guess what? He hasn't shown me how to get to my website. So I'm just here not knowing what the next step is.
We established that on the creation date, right?
I don't remember.
You have to watch the replay of that show in order to catch the name of your own website.
I know the name, but I don't know how to get to it. You didn't tell me. I don't know what to do. I don't even know where it's at.
It's somewhere in the internet.
No, it's in California. That's where it's being hosted by Google Incorporated.
Well, I need to know.
Wait, where's the other one? It's not Google Incorporated. What's their official name?
Well, their parent company is called Alphabet.
Alphabet. Yeah, that's what it is. That's how they're traded.
Well, I need to know how to get there.
It's in California.
Well, I need to. Well, no.
You want to visit the actual server where it is?
No, I want to see it on the on the thing there.
Oh, okay.
On the computer.
Kind of in Sunny Valley.
No, I don't want to go there. I just want to. I don't know.
Beautiful town, though.
Okay, people in the chat, tell them to tell me how to get to my website. That's all I want. I just want to cry. I'm gonna cry.
Right.
And how to get to
Texas.
Wait. I'm done with y'all.
Okay, and I would like to also welcome my co-host today. His name is Chester, and Chester is just hanging out here with me, chilling, right? And and he's in full muster drill. Well, not full muster drill. He's in partial muster drill uniform today.
That's right.
Yep. You got to get a little fedora and put it up there on his head.
Yep, for sure.
Yep. Well, welcome in, Chester.
Chester, welcome.
And aside, all shenanigans aside, good morning, everybody who has made it into the show. Welcome to Go Live Together. We are your host and hostess. And speaking of people who have made it in, we have some people in the chat.
Oh, my.
Oh, wait, I got to be in compliance.
Yours is somewhere over. Oh, you got
some over there.
No, here's some in here in the cruise.
Yeah, do that. I'm the red ones, preferably.
Oh, I'm not looking down these.
Yes. Jamaican Farmers Hut. Good morning and welcome
Good morning,
in,
sir.
Good morning.
And Mike and Rihanna's Adventures have made it in.
Allied reinforcements have arrived from the north.
And their comment says, good morning, everyone. Your reinforcements have come here from the north. So I was like, yeah, Mike is already on his stuff.
Oh, he is flip up. Eddie's flip up.
Eddie's flip up. Oh, that's what's up.
I like that.
Okay. Also, wait a minute. This might be a little difficult. Sharon Rowland has made it in. Good morning.
Hey, Sharon. Good morning.
Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel has made it in.
Good morning, Rob.
Hi.
Sea Tripping with Kim and Scott have made it in.
Good morning.
Hi.
Tuber Chat. Hey, word up, Kevin.
Good morning.
Welcome.
And let me tell you guys, I don't know. Mustard Drill, I think he came in yesterday on Tuber Chat. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
But yesterday, when he came on yesterday, he talked about the cruise community.
Mm-hmm.
And I shared that out on the, what do you call that thing? Community tab.
Community tab.
And it was a really good one. He mentioned all of us, you guys. And I shared it out. And if you want to see the replay of it, it is on my community tab. He mentioned Ocean. He went down the list, Ocean to Ocean. And
that's what's
I
up.
mean, he said us all. And I want to thank you for that. You know, that was a nice shout out.
Ground Tech Master on Glio has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Tuber Chat, he had also talked last night about our morning show.
Nice.
And about how he was really enjoying our morning show and that he thought we were doing a really good job. I think he referred to it as all meat and potatoes, right? So yeah. So I really thank you very much, Kevin. We really appreciate that.
Yes. I'm so serious.
Yes,
Thank
and we're
you so much.
honored, and we're really honored to have you. You know, you spend so much time, you know, promoting other channels and things. Your very presence here really, really blesses our socks off.
For sure.
Bone Tired Travelers have made it in. Good morning.
I get the feeling someone is watching us.
Oh,
I love it.
Yes.
And we got to thank Scott for the sound effects.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Big shout out to Stream Deck.
Eddie's glasses.
And also House of X Entertainment has made it in. Welcome to the party.
Welcome and everybody to the party. And that's their own sound effect when they come in.
Yes, we do not play that sound effect for anybody
else.
Anybody else.
Yep.
House of X is going to have a group cruise. For more information, go over there to House of X.
Yep.
It's March the 17th, and it's for Leo's birthday.
On the Magic.
On the Magic. Yes, sir.
Randa Sita has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning. I went to her webpage this morning.
And the Z Show Cruise Fund has came in. Good morning. No, I gotta do it kind of like this. Good morning, content creators. You know, nobody does it like him. I can't
come from his soul.
Yeah, you got to dig down deep to do that voice. Go check out his show.
Yes.
Also, J&S Adventures came in with a comment already on the website deal. It is cruisingisfunanytime.com.
You know.
Good morning, J&S Adventures. How are you today?
Guten Morgen.
Texas.
Whatever.
Texas.
So all I do is write it in?
Yeah, cruisingisfunanytime.com.
And it'll come up?
Yeah, we pay for that.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. That was my only thing that I didn't know how to keep.
Tamika Davis has made it in.
Good morning, Tamika.
Good morning.
Oh, Mike and Rihanna says, I found a duck. It's on the mustard drill.
That's funny, Mike.
Yep, we found a cruise duck, y'all. And your little friend, Chester, he'll be rolling out with you in how many days, Scott?
Oh my gosh, I lost track here. I don't know. I have to look here real quick. I think it's like 25, something like that, or whatever. I'll get the exact number here in a moment.
Okay. And Scott from Controversial Cruising has made it in. Good
Welcome.
Morning.
And they have a show. He's going to be gone next week, but Bill is going to have a special guest. Their show was rolling, you know, I should say. And Scott is like myself. he has props. Yeah, so
Yep.
I like that. I like
24 days.
flow.
24 days for my
So
to my
thumbs up,
fabulous 7-day sailing aboard the Oasis of the Sea.
I don't know, man. That might be a little too long. It sounds like you can sneak one in 2 weeks.
I'm telling you, it's been a long time coming, boy.
Boy, I know how you feel. Yes.
Right. And let's see. I don't want to miss nobody. Eddie gets me up. Controversial Cruising says, not me, falling back asleep because Eddie gets me up at 4:15 now. Yep. And the Z Show Cruise Fund says, breaking news this weekend, the incredible Jubilee will be floated out. And I cannot wait. I know that's right.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I might swim to it.
Scratch and Pete PA has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning, Scratch.
Good morning.
And Law Jones says, looks like Eddie has giant eyebrows. Yeah, there we go. It does.
It does look a little bit like that, doesn't it?
Yep. And we have made it to the bottom of the chat.
Viva la raza!
And that's Eddie's sound effect, you guys. If you notice, he gets that sound effect that gets everybody going.
And let's see. Controversial Cruising says, thank you, Cheryl. Bill and I will be back on next Thursday, his normal banter time, but I'll be on with him. So, yes, we definitely look forward to that cruise conversation happening. Today is July 20th, and I want to share this with you here. Let's see. It's a live look down at the Galveston Cruise Terminal, and the Voyager of the Seas has joined us this morning. If you are coming to Galveston, right now it is 81. If you're waking up in Galveston, which you should already be here, according to our advice. But whenever you sail away today, your sail away forecast is going to be 90 degrees with 67% humidity. Hey, the humidity's coming down. That's good news.
Yeah.
And it's going to be sunny. So look forward to being hot today if you're sailing away. And she is such a beautiful ship. I love it whenever they turn it the correct way. That way we don't have a big aft view. But whenever I switch to the cruise cam, it's got a nice aft view.
Nostalgically, it's my favorite class on Royal.
Oh, really?
Yep.
For nostalgically, just because it was the her sister ship, the Navigator, was the first ship my wife and I sailed together on.
Oh, okay. Well, you said that.
Well, here, let me show
I
you.
would like to go. I can't wait till we go on the Harmony.
Yeah, the Harmony is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Let me show you the rear view. See if the camera is still pointed at it.
I really can. I'm so excited about going on any of the seas. Any,
Good morning, cruising chicks. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I left you a comment in your inbox. I mean, not on one of your videos. Yeah, I did.
Yep. And
I've been watching their stuff too, like back to back.
And let's see. I'm gonna let this ride for a minute while I give you the on this day in history for today, July 20th.
Before you do that, what's the helicopter all about?
The helicopter. That's probably for the that is for the hospital. The hospital sits across the street from the Galveston Cruise Terminal.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it sits in between the new Royal Caribbean Terminal and the Carnival Cruise Terminal.
Really?
So yeah, you get a nice shot of that helicopter as you're looking at the ship and the ships too. You can see just a great view of both cruise terminals from the hospital.
Yeah.
Wow, very interesting.
If you're on the right side of the building, you can view it from your hospital bed.
I always have the right view.
And I think that's why she goes to the hospital so much. Because we get a clear view of the ships coming and going. It's wonderful. It is. I really do think she does that.
Wow. I need to go.
Texas.
You want to go back?
I want to go back.
Oh my God.
Haven't been in a while.
Wow.
Squeezing that lemon.
And let's see. I got to do this.
I know you couldn't see. I knew you.
On this day in history, July 20th, starting in the 1800s today. In 1894, the Pullman strike, a widespread railroad strike in the United States, ended shortly after President Grover Cleveland ordered federal troops to Chicago. And let's see. In 1917, Prince George, a Russian named Lvov, resigned his post as prime minister of Russia's provisional government following the July Days demonstration. And let's see. During World War II, in 1944, during World War II, German military leaders attempted to assassinate Adolf Hitler in the July Plot. In 1968, at Chicago's Soldier Field, the first Special Olympics began, and some 1,000 athletes, all of whom had intellectual disabilities, participated. In 1976, the Viking 1 lander touched down at Crissy Planitia on Mars. That's the best I could do with that name. And on this day in 1969, the Eagle lunar landing module carrying U.S. astronauts Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin landed on the moon, and several hours later, Armstrong became the first person to set foot on its surface. So that will do it for this day in history, July 20th.
It's Planitia.
Planitia. Okay. I was kind of close on that one. And on this day today, we have the Voyager of the Seas. And
oh, it's wonderful. I love it.
So
I wish I was on it.
So let's say bye-bye to the ship.
We could do a what is that thing called that we do on Carnival? A pack and go.
A pack and go?
Yeah.
So they retrofitted one of her sister ships, the Mariner, with this thing called Skypad, and what it is, it's like this big round kind of ball, and it's open a little. It has some spots in it where you can kind of see in it. It's a huge trampoline inside with bungee straps, and you put a VR headset on, and you get in there, and you like can jump up and down and stuff and see yourself in VR doing it. It's almost like supposed to simulate weightlessness and stuff. So
I was about to ask, does it put you in space on the headset?
yeah, it's really kind of cool. So
yeah. Also, on this day in history, July 20th, we are featuring some creators for you today. Very first up is Cruising with Keith. And he gives some cruise news and cruise tips and updates and things you really, really want to go check out. Keith, you know, he has a good channel, a good solid channel, but he does need to grow. So please go and check him out and show him some love. Hit the subscribe button while you are there.
Yeah, and Keith he was just on Venezia as inaugural sailing, or not the transatlantic, but the inaugural sailing from New York or whatever. So he has some vlogs and stuff from that too. So you definitely go check it out.
Right.
And I want to go on the Venezia. I really do, because we don't have to get a hotel or anything.
Right.
We can stay with Nene.
And how are we getting from the place where we stay to the cruise terminal?
By zip line.
Which public?
By zip line.
By zip line.
By zip line. I know,
by
right?
Zip line from the balcony.
Well, he won't be on that zip line.
I won't be on the zip line. I will walk and vlog, baby, going wee right over my head. I will, because it is a straight shot from the balcony.
I know. I
awesome.
remember. Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I'm not taking.
You're not taking public transportation,
nor am I taking Uber, because they're too. They drive crazy.
It doesn't matter. You're going on a cruise.
I need to get there, and the Uber drivers are crazy. I drove from one Uber to one Uber, and they all drive like they're going to hit somebody.
We haven't tried the taxis yet.
No,
maybe they're better.
Well, but that's just because you're not used to the way they drive.
Right.
And everybody in New York, this is everybody, they advise you not to take it if you're a tourist, because you don't know the route, and they could take you around the city and you have to pay for it. so I don't want a taxi either.
First time I went to New York, I was there with my friend Troy, who's from that. He lived in the city for a while, but he's from North Jersey, not far from New York, but he lived in New York City too. And he took me, we were in there and we were in the back seat and he was driving, just driving all through the city, and he would fit his car in like there'd be doubled or triple parked.
Right.
Cars would be double or triple parked on a New York City street, leaving like this much space, and and he would just roll right through it like it was a big, huge, wide highway, right? I felt like C-3PO in the minefield, or the asteroid field. I mean, seriously, like I was losing my mind. But
yeah, I was losing my mind. I know exactly what you mean.
Yep.
Because I was sitting in the front and everybody else was like in the second row or the third row because they would get that big car. And I tell you, I was losing my mind, and I wanted to say something, but I didn't want to be put out in a person's car.
Right.
I just couldn't.
Yep. Next up on the list is Cruising Still the One. We also got the Cruising Chicks. They're being featured today.
Yes.
Rock the Boat and Vicky's Voyages and Adventures. All of these channels are linked down in the description. Please go show them some love. And we had another voice coming from this direction over here.
It was my fault because I hadn't gone in to go to everybody's chat.
Right.
People in.
And let's see. Yeah, the Cruising Chicks made it in. Who else has made it in? Let's see. I am
all the years that I lived in New York, I never got in a taxi.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Really?
Never.
And breaking news: the Carnival Pride, it is out of service. Have to go back to, I guess, dry dock in Germany.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good. Melissa R., welcome in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And let's see. The Cruising Chick says, how am I just now noticing the duck?
Oh, you wouldn't have found it on the ship.
I know, right? You gotta be duck ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
His name is Chester, right? Chester's hanging out today. Maybe one of Chester's homies might hang out with me another day or whatever. There's plenty of them right back here off the camera frame on the dining room table. So
I'm assuming you're doing cruise duck tags today.
I've already designed them and stuff like that. Clock gave me the idea just to print them out on business cards. So yeah, so I've already designed them and everything. I just have to throw some business cards in that printer back there and print them, and I'm gonna rubber band them.
Okay.
Rather than tie them with ribbons.
Yes.
Yep. So I'm gonna take a few with me on the Oasis. See how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's like a duck in a haystack right there, man. The Oasis, really?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. If you find a Scott duck, you're very fortunate. Hey, Cruising is fun anytime. Made it into the chat. Let's see. James Cantonese has made it in. First of all, good morning and welcome back.
And James Cantonese has a group cruise in November. Check him out on information about his group cruise.
Mm-hmm. James Kennedy says, if driving a car parked on the corner, police tell you to run it over to make a turn in New York City.
Yeah.
So don't.
If you're over if you're over the crossing line, you get a ticket.
Yep. The cruising.
No, I don't typically have too many problems with the Uber drivers in New York City. I think they, but I mean, I'm used to that kind of driving, I guess. So
right. Cruising Chicks bought some little beanies for Alaska. That's what's up. That's a good idea.
I'm really looking forward to their Alaska vlogs. So.
Yep. Midlife Travels have made it in. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you.
Good morning.
Sorry, I need Braille.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to move too much because I don't want Chester to fall.
Right. Oh, I thought you kind of like paper clipped him up there or something.
No, he's actually
You're
just
balancing
sitting.
that?
He's chilling up there. He is not
Wow.
attached to the fedora in any way. He is just being a really amazing little ducky.
Yeah, he is. I'm
And
surprised he
he
hadn't
is
taken
just chilling. But I am seeing him
note.
wobble a little bit. I'm a little afraid he's going to go.
He's ready to wobble on the ship. That's what it is.
Listen, because he came from, him and his homies came in an orange bag. Okay. And a couple of his buddies broke their necks in the long journey from, so they're kind of like, see, look, he fell.
And there went Chester.
There went Chester, right? So, but yeah, so there's a couple of them over there, and their necks are kind of like, and I'm like,
oh no. Well, my heart goes out to those ducks who lost their lives along the journey.
I'll be right back. I gotta fetch Chester.
Yep. And let's see. Sea Tripping with Kim and Scott says they love the harmony.
We'll be on the harmony, and if you have a vlog or something on your channel, let me know.
Yeah,
because
we're gonna be watching.
I will be watching it. We're taking the kids because it is a kid sale free cruise, and that's what we're doing.
Yep.
It's my first time on Royal Caribbean, so I will be looking and searching for information on Royal Caribbean because I don't know what to do. We barely know where to get out of
this is not Chester. This is one of his
compadres.
This is one of his
oh no,
kicked necks.
Oh wow.
There it is. Wait,
that's not good.
I know. I'm like, that's terrible.
Yeah.
And PSV Odyssey, thanks for joining and listening this morning.
Yes, good morning. Thank you for the watermelon drink because that's what we had on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah, I went back to your recipe and made that watermelon drink that you made.
Yep.
And it was good still. It was still refreshing.
And by the way, I don't know where Chester went. Right? Like,
oh wow.
I'm like, I was looking all over the place down there.
He went to your left.
He definitely. I know, but the first thing I thought was I thought maybe he landed in the garbage can, but he didn't. Right. So I don't know where he went, but I'll find him.
He's already on the cruise waiting on you.
Right.
He took off. He's like, well, all this cruise discussion, I got to go. Maybe he's in there packing right now.
So I went and got Timmy.
Timmy's cool.
Yeah.
Timmy's good. And now that Timmy has joined the broadcast, let's bring them the cruise and travel industry news.
News with
Carnival Cruise Line further clarifies priority boarding procedure. And the only thing I can say is it's because of
Texas.
Due to ongoing confusion about priority passenger boarding in Galveston.
Oh, wow.
Carnival Cruise Line brand ambassador John Heald has further clarified where guests should go on their way to their cruise vacation at the popular Texas home port. Despite recent rumors, priority boarding is very much available at the terminal in
Texas,
but is slightly different than what frequent cruisers may be accustomed to at other home ports. In response to guest concerns about priority boarding in Galveston, Texas, Carnival Cruise Line brand ambassador John Heald has reached out with clearer instructions about where the designated priority boarding lines can be found. Due to the space outside both terminal buildings with a quite narrow veranda area by the doors entering the building, Galveston has a slightly different setup from what other home ports may have.
Mhm.
As guests approach the terminal entrance in Galveston, curbside agents verify each guest's boarding pass. If priority is printed on the pass, the guest is directed to the on-time boarding lane, regardless of the arrival appointment that they may have selected.
Okay.
Inside the terminal building, the on-time lane splits, and all priority guests are directed to a single line noted for VIFP Diamond, VIFP Platinum, Suites, and Faster to Fun. Each of these groups enjoy the priority boarding our priority boarding privilege. After guests have successfully had their identification verified and passed through security screening, 3 separate priority lines are available depending on the type of priority boarding a guest has for their cruise. Diamond and Platinum loyalty guests share one lane, while separate lanes are also available for suite guests as well as Faster to Fun guests. These separate lines help expedite the check-in process for each group. I hope this helps explain what happens. My thanks to all the wonderful friendly embarkation staff at all of our and all of you choosing to sail from Galveston. So,
and it is a cluster mess
yeah,
down there in Galveston.
Apparently,
yeah, it is, and I can't see them having those many lines down there, but if they say they got one for Platinum and Diamond and
separate what the article says separate lines once you're inside.
Okay.
But a single line for the on-time guests outside.
Okay.
And wait a minute, Law Jones came through with a comment relevant to your friend Timmy. It says if Peeps expand in the microwave, I wonder if Timmy would too. At least his neck would straighten out.
Yeah,
perhaps.
Right.
You might need a nuke.
Possible.
Yeah, but I'm really I can't wait to see. We won't see it until the Jubilee.
Well, and this is a terrible thing to say, but he could help me get on the ship a little faster with handicap.
Oh yeah,
perhaps.
Yeah, that's right.
Perhaps. And also
to...
rooted in essential oils. Good morning and welcome into the show.
And you wouldn't pay for Faster to the Fun or stand in any line because those people, except for when we went to Miami, I noticed that they had everybody that was handicapped standing, to the side. I don't know if you noticed, but I did because I said, wow, if I wasn't Platinum, they would be having me stand over here to
let the dog sniff your bag.
No, I don't know what they were standing there for.
I don't know.
I should have waited.
So moving on, Carnival speeding up debarkation for millions with biometrics. So this is a follow-up story that we did a few weeks ago to the expansion of Smile and Go. So it says here, Carnival Cruise Lines is expanding its use of facial biometric technology to facilitate debarkation at 9 different home ports, getting travelers on their way more quickly and smoothly after enjoying their cruise vacation. To date, more than 3 million Carnival guests have already enjoyed expedited, simplified debarkation. 9 of the Carnival Cruise Line's 14 U.S. home ports are now using facial biometric technology in partnership with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, covering the busiest home ports and cruise lines using already expedited debarkation process for more than 3 million guests. The technology is already being successfully used at cruise ports in Port Canaveral, as well as Miami, Tampa, Jacksonville, New York, Baltimore, Mobile, Galveston, and
Texas,
Long Beach. Expanding this technology at our U.S. home ports ensures that we're doing everything we can to make the debarkation process as simple as possible for our guests. Thanks to our partnership with CBP, these technology solutions make the process more efficient while giving guests a sense of safety and security, knowing their information is protected. It says here, this summer, these ports, including sailings for Carnival's 2XL class, Mardi Gras from Port Canaveral, and Carnival Celebration from Miami, the third XL class ship, Carnival Jubilee, when it joins the fleet in December from Galveston. Guests sailing on the new vessel will also enjoy the benefit of facial recognition biometric technology. So it says here that facial biometric works by taking a high-speed, high-quality photo of guests as they debark the ship and rapidly comparing the photo to an image already on file with the guest's passport or visa.
That's right.
The process only takes an average of 2 seconds and has a greater than 98% accuracy rate. After the traveler's identity is confirmed, they are free to leave immediately. And U.S. citizens' photos are deleted to protect privacy.
No, they're not.
CBP is excited to expand the use of facial biometrics and in debarkation process to further secure and streamline the passenger experience through public and private partnerships with the cruise industry. And additionally, Norwegian Cruise Lines introduced the Smile and Go technology at the Boston Cruise Port this past April. So, and then finally, faster internet installed on Costa cruise ship flagship. So it says here that Costa Cruises now has SpaceX Starlink internet aboard Costa Toscana. Starlink low Earth orbit satellite technology is available to guests sailing on 7-day itineraries cruising to the Western Mediterranean. New technology provides blazing fast speeds, secure connection, and more reliable internet experience. Starlink's new maritime system will enhance communications and make it more secure between ships and landlocked departments. In addition, crew members will have a better internet connection to converse with family and friends back home, which will be an added benefit for cruisers as well. Costa remains committed to embracing innovation, technology solutions that enhance the onboard experience and exceed guests and crew expectations. Thanks to revolutionary capabilities of Starlink low orbit satellites, our ships will have access to high-speed, reliable internet connections like never before. And that is it for the news.
Who is Scott?
And you know, down here in Galveston, we do have a family member who works at the terminal.
Oh, okay.
And she gave us a little insight on how the internet works there. Do you know that they have to connect to the ship's Wi-Fi in order to do what they do in the terminal? They don't have their own Wi-Fi, which is super disturbing for two reasons. Number one, for connectivity issues. If the breeze is here, you're not going to get as strong a signal versus either the Vista or now, you know, the incoming Jubilee.
Right.
And also, it's wireless. I'm like, this is not on an internal network. This is not protected at all.
So I think the same company does the embarkation or the port process for Carnival at Norfolk and New York at the Manhattan Cruise Terminal. Because I saw a lot of the same people inside the same year at both locations. But what I also saw was in both locations is every couple of feet, they had literally a camera tripod. And on top of it, they had an access point with antennas.
Right.
They're all interconnected using the ship's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
To check you in.
Crazy.
It is absolutely ridiculous.
Crazy.
So
Nettie and JT have made it into the chat. Good morning.
Good morning.
I thought that was ultra ridiculous. You know, it's like they gotta do better.
Yes, agreed.
And we got 2 pineapples and 3 nuts from Cruise Nuts in the Caribbean.
All right.
Welcome in.
Have fun. You should have put me in your suitcase.
And Law Jones says they need to add thumbprint to as the extra layer of security. But with all these, facial recognition, my biometrics, my eye print is going to be shared somewhere on the internet, and I'm going to get punished one way or another for participating.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: you can opt out of Smile and Go. You don't have to use it,
right?
And it's only first of all, it's only available for U.S. citizens,
right?
And you don't have to use it. You can totally opt out. So
yeah.
Let's see. Sea Trippin' with Kim and Scott says we did a vlog series from the Harmony last summer.
Okay.
So you got to check that one out. And let's see. Okay, Z, it looks like you got to get ready for your show. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, Mike and Rihanna, whenever we heard that the terminal doesn't have internet, which we already knew because we're steadily trying to connect to access points everywhere, I'm like, no, there's nothing except for the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to see the ship name change every time we go. It's like, wait a minute, I'm not connecting to the same Wi-Fi this time. It's different. So, which we don't get the internet package anyway, so I was unable to connect. And forget it. If you're looking for good cell phone signal down at the terminal, forget about it. You're by the water. It's not going to work.
Oh yeah, even on a good day when you're by the water,
you're trying to go live before sail away. It's a hot mess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's your phone signal, depending on what you have or who you have, it picks up international roaming depending on where you are on the ship because of the water. It just does it. Even walking on the beach, you might have it in some spots.
But between 24th and 27th Street on the seawall, even if you're on the street or on the sidewalk opposite of the beach, you're not getting a cell phone signal.
It's a dead zone.
If you go to Fishtails, it's a dead zone. If you go to the
Wendy's.
Now, do you know, is that the case for just your carrier or is that all carriers?
I don't know. We have T-Mobile, so I don't know.
We have T-Mobile.
Gotcha.
It is a complete dead zone consistently every time you drive past it.
Yeah, you can drive past it and it's a dead
Ooh,
zone.
wait, we got an update. Bone Tired Travelers says, I'm home. I'll have a shiny new tooth in a few hours.
All right.
Nice.
That's what's up.
We get to see it in October. All right.
Okay. That's what's up.
100 days.
Yeah, we are almost double digits now.
Yep.
I'm super hyped about that. In another news story this morning, see, I was really empty on cruise news, so I just pulled a story out of the travel industry, and it says Club Med, the pioneer of the all-inclusive concept, announced a variety of new developments launching over the next year, including a new ski resort in Japan. Completion of renovations in the brand's Caribbean family flagship resort, Club Med Punta Cana, a refresh of the brand's unique Martinique resort, Club Med Buccaneers Creek, and enhancements to its teen programming. The new ski resort at Club Med Kiroro Grand, Club Med will debut its newest Japan ski resort this December, further establishing the brand as the leading all-inclusive pioneer with 20 mountain resorts throughout the Alps, Canada, and Asia. Located in Hokkaido, the international renowned ski destination of Japan, this mountain resort features white powder snow and unique ski trails that guests travel from all over the world to experience. The resort will attract families, active couples, and avid skiers to discover an elevated mountain vacation featuring spring skiing until May, along with night and off-piste skiing with new trails. In addition to the skiing and other winter sports, guests can learn more about the culture and traditions of the region through day trips to Ataru, a coastal town of Sapporo known for its glasswork and sake and beer distilleries. Learn more about the native Ainu heritage of Hokkaido by visiting local shops that house beautiful handcrafted wood carvings and embroidered clothing. Club Med Kororo Grand is a destination where travelers to ski impeccable trails and immerse themselves in the rich cultures and activities of the Kororo region. So that was good. They're opening up a new all-inclusive out there. And finally, for the cruise news, Seabourn, the leader in luxury, ultra-luxury voyages and expedition travel, will offer memorable, once-in-a-lifetime luxury expedition experiences on its new purpose-built ultra-luxury expedition vessel, Seabourn Pursuit, set to debut summer of 2023. With the addition of Seabourn Pursuit to the fleet, Seabourn will provide guests with its widest range of expedition experiences ever in true luxury style, allowing guests to explore rare and captivating destinations both above and below the water while enjoying all that Seabourn has to offer. And you know, this is one of the ones that have the two submarines on it, and they got scientists, scholars, naturalists, and more. Guests will receive the highest level of knowledge and guidance throughout their Seabourn expedition voyage. So you're not just going down in a submarine. You got some naturalists to go along with you to explain, what's what. So yeah, in the event
after the whole Ocean's Gate thing, I would never get in a sub, no matter what.
Me either.
Not even through.
I don't even know if I would get in a glass bottom boat.
Okay, for real. You know,
yeah, I'm pretty done with that.
Yeah, I would pass on that as well.
Not the adventurous one that wants to do roller coasters and bears and all of that good stuff, right?
Yeah, I do.
I think we found Cheryl's phobia.
Whatever.
Besides rats. And speaking of rats, we did drop a video. We were out at East Beach, and a family of raccoons showed up, and baby just kept the camera up. So I'm like, yep, that's a vlog. And that was fun.
Was that the microphone test, or was that was at the seawall, right?
Well, we went down on seawall to do the mic test throughout the day. We were testing the mic that day, but it was messed up. I turned the mic the wrong way, and the audio was just shot on that one. So I didn't do that. But the raccoon video, that was the one at night where we went down there. And
that is the only issue with that kind of shotgun mic for a vlogging rig is that it is highly directional.
Yes, and it's highly sensitive too. Really sensitive. I turned my head all the way around, and it still picked my voice up.
Yeah.
And instead of the gray fuzzy thing, we ordered a pink fuzzy thing.
Yeah, she's getting the pink fuzzy.
Oh, pink dead cat, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
She found it
on Amazon. And the gray one looks too much like a rat, so I don't want it.
I call it my guinea pig, Mike. I'm gonna get one just like it because
I always get asked. I get asked all the time, "What is that thing?" And I tell them it's a dead cat. That's the unofficial industry term for it.
It's a dead cat.
Tom Oaks is here from in Facebook, saying good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. And let's see, Midlife Travel says my group and I are 30 days from the sail date in Galveston on the breeze, August 19th.
Oh my goodness!
So they're coming down to Texas. That's right.
Oh, welcome to Texas. It's hot.
It's hot.
I'm telling you, wear something that is
Leonard,
a little bit to wear.
Leonard Family Fund has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
We'll be in Galveston in January ourselves, me and Alice.
That's what's up.
Good.
Like when I'm on Oasis, we're sailing out of Bayonne, and one of the things I love about Bayonne is, unlike sailing out of New York City, which obviously you're like right up against the city there, you can see a lot of it, but Bayonne, you get that nice panoramic view of not only Manhattan, but you can see the Brooklyn Bridge and everything else too.
My bridge.
Yeah,
it's really incredible. I can't wait to go up there. So I'm going to use the.
We're living out of there.
I'm going to try to use the Insta 360 camera on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're living out of there in June 2nd next year.
Yeah.
To sell everything.
The only thing I don't like about Port Liberty is the parking. I mean, the parking is convenient. It's right next to the terminal. It's right there. You couldn't get any closer, any easier. It's just expensive.
That's what I heard that somebody.
We're
Yeah,
flying
it's just
in. We're not
expensive.
driving.
It's
We're
like
flying in.
$50 a day.
And it can get really bottlenecked coming in there. Like there's only one little narrow road that comes in there, and it kind of comes in, twists around. Then you pull up right in front of the terminal, drop your stuff off with the porters, and then you go further down and into the garage. So that can get really backlogged too. There's 2 lanes, but it just moves really slow because there's only so many spots for people to pull into to drop their luggage and pull off. And if they dilly-dally around, like, they're driving in the left lane in Pennsylvania, then it takes longer. So that's the other kind of thing I don't like about it, but it's not a big deal because you're going on a cruise. So roll with it.
For real.
Yeah, so
And,
earlier.
And our shuttles here in Galveston are full with people and their bags. It's like if you drove in, we always recommend that you go and drop your bags off first, then go park your car, then catch the shuttle. It makes things quicker for everybody involved, all your shipmates. It really does. Just doing our best has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's see. I thought I saw It's Your Boy Leo come in.
Yeah, I think is he in there?
Yep, play it anyway.
Oh, there he is.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
Okay, just doing our best. Comment on the glass bottom boat here. Let's see. It says, I went on a glass bottom boat in my younger years and I found it fun but scary when it came to the deeper parts and you could not see far down into the water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Nettie and JT saw your raccoons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was interesting because they just came out.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't scared of the man that was feeding them
Mm-hmm.
or anything. I would have just, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting.
There's a question in the chat from Mike and Rihanna. What is your most favorite cruise port to go in and out of? And what is the least favorite port to go in and out of?
It's from Rob. He's a Canadian though. So you were close.
I thought that was Mike and Rihanna.
No, that's Rob.
I'm flying through the chat and it looks similar. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, for me.
Ontario, Rob.
Okay. For me, it's Galveston because I stay in Galveston.
That's your favorite?
That's my favorite.
Okay,
because I can do Carnival or Royal Caribbean. Sometimes another cruise line.
Disney whenever they feel like showing up.
Yeah. So it's
I'm for real. It's like once a month we'll see Disney down there. It's just far and few between.
Yeah, Carnival. I mean, Galveston is my favorite.
The Prima came here for a day.
Yeah. The least favorite, I don't have a least favorite.
I know that Josh Moon does. He said the Norfolk cruise terminal.
Oh, yeah. That was the one that everybody complained about.
Yeah, and Scott did too.
I've never been out of Norfolk, but I watched a lot of vlogs. Scott's one of them. And several other people.
It's the parking.
And they had some break-ins.
Well, it wasn't just the parking. It was the terminal too, right? And then I've seen some other people who were like, oh no, I saw somebody comment on my video that said, well, the problem is that you parked in the Cedar Point lot, which is the one that Carnival tells you to go to. And I said no, because that was only phase 1 of the nightmare. Phase 2 of the nightmare was just as bad as phase 1, and that took place actually at the terminal. And then I saw a couple other people who were on that sailing or a sailing before or after or whatever that said, I was on in 20 minutes. And you know what? If you were actually on in 20 minutes, I want to know, which starship beamed you up onto that ship, or that cruise ship, because I was there and nobody got on that ship in 20 minutes.
Wow. And April Showers has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. She
Eddie?
puts out a lot of content.
What is your favorite port to go in and out of, and your least favorite port to go in and out of?
I will say New York. Pier 88 is my favorite. Second one will be San Juan. The least favorite, not too bad, but Miami was a little rough getting there. But I don't really have a bad place yet. Favorite is definitely New York and San Juan. And we're gonna be going back to New Orleans again in October. Then we're gonna hit Galveston in January. First time getting out of Galveston, and then June next year we're leaving out of Beyond. It's gonna Beyond. It's gonna be our first sailing out of there also. So I'm gonna have to get back to you on that.
Yep.
Yeah, because I don't have a least.
Yeah, I don't have a least favorite yet. I've only sailed Galveston and Miami, and both of them are pretty good. Do I prefer one over the other? Yes. And the bottom line is I prefer Miami over Galveston because of the experience you get. Yeah. Whenever we were shuttled from the hotel, you actually went under the cruise ships through the tunnel. Yeah. The tunnel goes like from this side of the cruise ships, and then you end up on the other side of the cruise ships.
From the mainland to the island.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. So yeah, my favorite so far is Miami.
And that tunnel is technically new. That wasn't there when I lived in Miami. So
yep,
back in the 90s.
It really is. Yeah, it's awesome. And Bone Tired Traveler says Mobile Port is much easier than New Orleans to get through.
And I want to do that port as well.
Mm-hmm. The shopkeeper has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
My favorite port is PCN.
Okay.
Followed by Baltimore.
Cool.
I want to go there too, Baltimore.
Let's see. And Leonard Family Fund says the port of Miami is not bad at all. Miami International Airport, though, ugh.
Yeah, that's why I go to Fort Lauderdale. When I fly to Miami, I go to Fort Lauderdale. I do not go to Miami.
Miami International Airport, I don't think is a terrible airport. It's big.
It's
right?
big.
And depending on where your gate is, you might be walking for about 7 days,
right.
to get there. But it is, otherwise, security lines can be, I forget which terminal it is. I don't know it that intimately, but
right.
There was a really long TSA pre-check line even when I was there. So I just walked to another terminal, which was much closer, and it had no line and a clear. So I was able to go through clear and through TSA pre-check and then just walk back on the inside. So
that's up.
The only thing I wasn't digging there was the $18 for a Gatorade and an empanada.
Oh yeah.
Rushing Wind Mountain has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
How much your Gatorade and your sandwich cost?
A Gatorade and a sandwich was $20.
Yeah.
A cup of coffee and 2 slices of toast was $10. So we spent $30 on breakfast.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
I mean, it's like a tiny little, how like a little empanada, right? It's not like it was a big, huge one or anything. It was like a tiny little empanada, like.
And Leonard Family Fun says, yeah, the Port of Mobile is nice and very easy to navigate. My least favorite port is Jacksonville. I have enjoyed Mobile, New Orleans, Miami, and Galveston. Pretty easy.
I can't wait till we go to New Orleans in October. I mean, I can't. I'm excited about every cruise we have for the remainder of the year. We got 3, I think.
Well, you're like 4 hours away, right?
I don't know how far
from New Orleans.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're like 4 hours.
At my driving speed, I would say that would be around.
Because we're gonna stop a lot.
That's what I was wondering. Are you driving or flying?
Driving.
We're driving because it's right. We're on the coast. They're on the coast.
Yeah.
Not up 10. You should be there in 4 hours.
And we'll be good. I'm thinking it's going to be more along the lines of 6 to 8 hours, because it's 2.5 just to Lake Charles.
Oh no.
plus the ferry time. So I'm thinking 3 hours to Lake Charles, and then an additional 4 hours to get to New Orleans from Lake Charles.
Because it's going to be a lot of people on
I drive the
ferry.
speed limit, everybody. I don't care. I do,
Me
because
too. And it takes me 6 from here, from Atlanta.
Yep.
It says 6 to New Orleans from here, and then 10 to Galveston. So
Let me
I thought it would be 4 for you.
I am a speed demon. It's a wonder I even have a license still.
Right.
Mm.
Because whenever you said slow pokes in the left lane, I already
Oh my
knew.
gosh. Like seriously, like, and I pod race. Right.
Okay.
So like I'm like you know, like all the time. So I mean Beth just like closes her eyes.
Okay.
Alice does the same thing too. When I hit over 75, she's like, okay.
Yep.
All right. But let me see. You have a question for the viewers. Let's see. Let me put it up here. When do you or would you sit with strangers in the main dining room? I know, right?
I know.
Okay. So here's this, because we're going along on time again. So I'm gonna give my super abridged version of this, right?
Oh no, you good. Carry on like we always do.
I carry on my way.
I used to all the time. Like when I first started cruising back in the day, it was preferred. I loved sitting with strangers. I loved getting to know people and talking with people and just spending time with them and stuff. And don't get me wrong with this, right? I think back then the average cruiser just had a different mentality or a different mindset. Not that there's anything wrong or with it, or that they were better or worse or whatever. I'm just saying, like, it was just a different time, right, on a cruise ship. So, you know, of course, when my wife and I first met each other and we went on our first cruise together on the Navigator, the table, you know, we sat at a big table with 3 other older couples that had been married for, lifelong marriages, 20, 30 years or whatever. And it was just really nice. And we appreciated them and they appreciated us. And it was just a really great experience and I really enjoyed it. And I always looked forward to it. However, that has drastically changed in recent years. And now I will absolutely not sit with strangers under any conditions, under any circumstances. Will not do it. Absolutely, positively have to have a private table. End of story.
Okay. Eddie?
I have no problem sitting with strangers because I'm the first one to start talking my mouth. I first pull my business cards. If I have pants with me, I give them out and I start talking to everybody. Even if they give me a weird look like, what's wrong with this guy? Do not care. I'll go up to you and start chatting away, start talking about my channel and stuff like that. Promote, network.
Yep.
But if we get a table by ourselves, just me and Alice, then that's the way it is. But if I have somebody nearby or somebody, tries to talk to me, forget it. We're going at it.
Mm-hmm. Baby?
I don't like it. Do the sound effect, bomb or whatever. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I like to be the two of us, and I always ask what is it?
Maitre D.
No, the lady. The menu mate. When we get on the ship, after we go to muster, I go straight to the menu mate and say, we would like a table for 2.
Table for 2.
I don't even wait for the maitre d'.
Yep.
The menu mate, she walks around with a tablet and she can do her business on the tablet. That's a tip.
For Carnival Cruisers.
Carnival Cruisers.
There's a menu mate right there in the buffet area, the Lido Marketplace. and her purpose or his purpose is to tend to all of your dietary needs. If you are a vegan, if you
Diabetic, anything.
Yeah, if you have any dietary needs, if you're gluten free, tell her, and she'll mark it down in the tablet. That way, everybody everywhere knows that you have dietary restrictions, especially in the MDR. And so, yeah, we found the menu mate to be very knowledgeable. My opinion of dining with strangers, if they're chatty, if they're willing to engage in conversation and be friendly, like we know Carnival guests to be, then yes, like on a 4 or 5 day sailing, I'm good, because people are friendly. They're more willing to talk with you. And the 4 or 5 day sailings, I absolutely adore. As soon as you get to a 7 day sailing, and my first experience with this was the Vista, I felt like I had climbed on a royal ship. Okay, I mean the vibe was not friendly.
See, I had no problem with that.
It wasn't, and on the 8th day, it was even worse. It was like
I had no problem with that.
That Christmas cruise had a lot of caveats for me. I'm like, am I on Royal or am I on Seabourn? What is this?
I love the vibe.
Like nobody was friendly at all.
The longer the cruise, and we had people still come up to us, but
I just think mentalities have changed too much for me, and you just never know. You just never know who you're gonna get.
Right.
I find, like, when I'm out and about on ships, I find plenty of friendly people, and I find plenty of people who just don't seem like they're approachable. There's a combination of it. I do not want to risk which one I would have to sit with in the dining room. So it's just the way it is, and it's not a problem with me. I don't care how people are. Just if in that situation, I have control over how and who I'm going to sit with, so I'm just going to err on the side of caution.
Maybe when I get on Royal, I'll have a better understanding as to what it's like to sail on Royal.
I think you'll find it very, very similar to Carnival. Like, I really do. I think you'll find it very similar to Carnival, just missing some of those tread lightly here, Scott.
I'm listening.
Just missing some of those signature Carnival aspects.
Yes, like people
that are uniquely Carnival.
Right. Especially the crew. I'm looking for the same crew experience at least.
I mean, you will. Like I said, I was on Anthem. Elizabeth and I were sitting, I forget, like solarium pool area or whatever. They're both mostly enclosed, and they're both next to each other because the ship is so big. And we were just sitting there enjoying ourselves. A crew member walked up to us. She started talking with us. Her name is Renita, and she is from, I think she's from like Trinidad, Tobago or whatever. Anyway, super nice. Really had a great conversation with her. Really enjoyed it. And I was even going to interview her for my channel, and one thing after another it ended up not working out. And in hindsight, I'm glad, because I ended up having COVID. So I would have, so I'm glad.
COVID,
I'm glad that I did not spread COVID to that woman, but yeah. So
I
think you'll find the crew just as friendly on Royal as on Carnival.
See, one thing I like to talk to people is because since I do blogs now, and I also film the food that has been brought to me, I want to see the reaction of the people first. This way I know which angles to do my stuff. Because if they're kind of hesitant to talk to me, I know not to put them in the video. If they're flow with it and they seem to be okay with me filming, I'll bring them in the video, given the cars I hear.
Yeah. See, I love talking to people on cruise ships, and I do not miss an opportunity to interact and to have conversations with complete total strangers on cruise ships. Yeah. Love it. My meals just have to be have to be certainly peaceful,
Yeah.
like guaranteed to be peaceful and, exactly the experience I want at a meal. So like I said, and I used to enjoy it because you used to always get great people and just have great conversations, but now you're not sure what you're going to get. So I just err on the side of caution. But outside of that experience, willing and ready to engage with my fellow cruisers in every way possible.
Right.
That's right.
Leonard,
I'm like Scott.
Leonard Family Fun came in with a comment. It says, "I'm okay with it a little. Bobby, not so much. We would we like anytime dining when it is just us, and we'll do assigned dining if we are with a group."
Yeah.
Yeah, we like anytime dining as well. So
Midlife Travels says, "Jeremy, you guys are 6 hours from New Orleans, and I am 7.5 hours here in Southeast Oklahoma from New Orleans."
Okay.
But yeah, that's booking it though. I mean, that's really getting on down the street. And I know we're probably going to stop in at like a Cajun place or something because that's where I'm from. I'm from Louisiana, so we're gonna stop off at this little side of the road, tore down place where they got really good food, and get some authentic boudin. That's what I'm looking forward to is driving through the homeland and getting some food from back home.
How do I find Cajun seasoning that isn't as salty as the ocean?
Well, you choose carefully. A lot of Cajuns like to use Tony Chachere's.
I know.
While Tony Chachere's is very good, I find that Slap Your Mama has less sodium in it. So that's what my family has heart issues naturally because we're Cajuns and we eat wrong. So what I found is a better way to do it and use Slap Your Mama. Slap Your Mama has less salt content and it tastes just as good, especially the yellow can. If you get the red can, be careful with that. It is ultra spicy.
Because I use that one in like the green can or whatever. I used that and I was like, good Lord. Yeah. Like it was so salty I could barely eat it.
Yep. And Bone Tire Traveler says there's a low sodium Tony's as well. Okay. So you either get the low sodium Tony's or you switch to Slap Your Mama. Either way, you won't regret it.
Slap Your Mama.
I use Slap Your Mama on my eggs. It's so good. It's really good.
Good to know.
And Bone Tire Travelers has a Temu order just arrived. Christmas in July. Let's hope there will be an unbagging. Oh, snap. He got another one ready.
So listen, I have one that's supposed to be delivered between the 17th and the 24th. I'm like, well, that's a heck of a spread. And it's the 20th and I still haven't gotten it.
Oh my God. And let's see. I have informed delivery from United States Postal Service, and I see where we have a package coming in tomorrow. So I'm not sure if it's Temu, if it's Spreadshop, or if it's Amazon, Shein, whatever. We've been ordering like left and right. Okay, I don't know what's coming tomorrow. I don't. So let's see. Sea Tripping with Kim and Scott says, Leonard Family Fun. Yeah, we have watched the videos of the port. It looks like a throwback in time compared to all the new ports. And there's some Temu conversation. Oh, Bone Tire Traveler says, Eddie, tell Alice my top came in.
Oh, which one did you get? Denise. I got excited.
Oh, she's tuned in now.
Right. Was it the white one with the pineapples, the gold-looking pineapples? Let me know.
Yep. Randacita's got an order coming in. Okay, now that we are in full hashtag Friends of Eddie L compliance.
I love when Mike and Rihanna are like in the car and they're talking and stuff, and then all of a sudden Mike does that squirrel.
Yeah, I know.
It just reminded me of that. Just the way like Charles is like, ooh, wait, what?
Yep. And Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel says 100 days when he boards that cruise that he don't know what it is. I should find the menu mate and let them know about my allergies. Okay, so we have a new update on where Rob is going. It's definitely a Carnival cruise because the menu mate is exclusive to Carnival Cruise.
Right.
What is it called on Royal? Do you guys have an agent that tends to your dietary needs, or do you
Yes,
even?
absolutely, but I have no idea what they're called.
Oh, okay. What about?
Yeah,
What about?
and like I said, you when you get on there, you're going to be like, I see the differences, but they're really, they're minor and subtle, and I think you're going to find the experience, so similar you wouldn't mind it.
I don't know. They just
You
need.
might still prefer. Listen, you might still prefer Carnival. You might still prefer Carnival, but I don't think that
Right.
you'll find the experience so different that you're like, I hated it.
Right. Okay. Well,
Now that's Norwegian.
I
I think Norwegian, you'll find the experience so different and so terrible. You'll be like, I'm never doing that again.
Right. Eddie, is there like a person that stands in the buffet area or in the main dining room that helps you with your dietary needs, where everybody can go to and
Yes,
count
when you first come in, you could go to a customer service or the Metro D at the buffet, and you could get your stuff done. Or every time you go to one of the specialty restaurants, they take care of you there also.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And Mike and Rihanna have a question. Cheryl, any Temu packages coming in?
Wait,
She's in the cart right now.
Denise, it's your fault. I have a package coming in, but I'm also getting my what is
cart ready.
My cart ready.
Yeah.
I have a package coming in, and yes, I do. It's sad.
Yep. Yes.
I gotta do it before my own.
Okay, yeah. Now we can commence. Bonetire Traveler says got our door decorations.
Oh, good.
That's what's up.
I got my door.
Okay, so on my next cruise compass, or at least on the cruise compass for the booze cruises, what's that? Carnival Fun Times, right?
Yeah.
It's called a cruise compass on Royal Caribbean.
Okay.
I expect to see not only a specific time and slot for, Friends of Bill W.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. Somebody needs to get that. Somebody needs to mock it up.
Yep.
Somebody needs to make a mock-up and then just stick somewhere in the middle of the cruise at 6:00 on day 4 in the conference room or, in the schooner bar, Friends of Eddie L.
Yep.
Yes.
And then another one, Friends of Sherry M. as well, for us cruise addicted people.
Mm.
Yes.
Is that
Sherry?
Toward me?
Yeah.
Oh
no, Sherry.
Oh wait, I know
Sherry M, not Cheryl B. Friends of Cheryl B. They'd be all over the place with that meeting.
Mm.
Squirrel.
You can talk about me, Rihanna, and Denise all you want to, but
yep,
we're still gonna do.
Mike and Rihanna, please have something ready for our Booze Cruise 2.0. In October next year, we'll definitely do something.
Yeah, and
all of us are going to be there.
And speaking of which, Eddie, you have a secret to let all of our viewers know about.
Talking about that right now, October 28, 2024, a year from now, on the Carnival Paradise, living out of Tampa on a 6-day cruise. We're going to go hit Key West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman. 6 days of fun out there on the sun and water. Get in touch with Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel for your reservations. You can reserve your spot now with a $25 down refundable. Pay your deposit for your cabin by May 2024, and pay off your cruise by July 2024 next year. You got a whole year to save your money for it. Solid Oak creators coming in. All 4 of us are going to be in it. We got Bruce and Cindy from Ocean to Ocean also there. We're going to have Mike and Rihanna. We're going to have James Denise and his wife. We're going to have a bunch of other people come in. So go ahead and reserve your cabin as soon as possible. Balconies are very limited. So if you want a balcony, the sooner you call, the better. They're moving, at a nice pace. Get in touch with Bruce for it. There's also a Facebook group that Mike and Rihanna are managing, where you get to see all the activities that we're going to be doing on the ship. Besides, some of them are an elegant night and a game night that we're going to have hosted by House of X. And I will say we're going to have a Halloween costume sponsored by Carnival that they do, every cruise that they do. But try to do your best, because I know House of X will be bringing it, and they might kick some behind on that show. So I am bringing my costume just to have a costume and celebrate everything we're having. We're also having a cabin cruise. We're gonna have a shot glass exchange. We're gonna bring some candy to give away on the ship ourselves to give to everybody. I will be bringing some stuff some souvenirs for the people that are enrolling on the cruise. We're also on our Facebook group, the 2.0. And the sooner you call, the better. So thank you all very much. See you there.
See you there.
Booze Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios, out of Tampa, Florida. Port of calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Come join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce@ocean2oceantravel.com.
I love that song. My head be just
going. I'm gonna be sad when we stop playing this video. I really am. we got to find a different one. Yeah, we do.
He's got.
We'll come up with the next cruise.
Yeah,
we're already in the works for 2025. So
yeah, but seriously, like October 2024 is a million years from now, right?
I know. So yeah, well, we're gonna run it for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not gonna miss it anytime soon.
No. Trust me, no.
Let's see, Eddie, who is coming on for the remainder of the day?
And here we go, sir, for the remainder of the day at 11 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. We have a moment in the Word with Darian. 12:15 p.m. Eastern will be J&S Travels with their live. 1 p.m. will be Roy and Becky's Travels. 4 p.m. this afternoon will be j&S Adventures, Banter with Bill. 6 p.m. will be Macallan, Spoil Bama, and Gillian Farms. 6:25 p.m. will be premiere by Parker's on the Go. Then at 7 p.m. Eastern will be Parker's on the Go, Journey with the Gingers, and Call Me V, 3 different lives going on. 8 p.m. will be Love is Fat Live. 9 p.m. will be Beach Please. And closing the night at 10 p.m. tonight will be the Naughty Cruiser Travel Deluxe. See you all there later.
That's right. Naughty was on Kurt's show this morning.
Yes, he was.
And
I recognized him straight out.
Yes. And
I've looked at so many of his videos.
And him and Josh have just started, Josh from the Moonlight Adventures have just started a travel talk podcast. They're going to do it once a month. And it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. They're going to have a special guest, one per month. And be sure to catch that if you listen to podcasts. Mm-hmm. Mel Nettie, Living Free Zip Codeless, has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is.
Yeah. And I got some sorry to interrupt you there. Mm-hmm. I have some breaking news here from on Facebook. And if you don't mind, I will say that on this coming up booze cruise coming up now in October, which you, Jeremy, and Cheryl are part of it. Mm-hmm. There's a message here in Facebook from Bruce, and it's talking about we're going to have a topic update on the booze cruise, July 30th, 2023, this July, at 11 o'clock in the morning. There's going to be a Zoom call, Pacific time, which will be 2 p.m. here in the Eastern, 1 p.m. your time. Zoom call with Bruce from Ocean to Ocean to give us a Boost Cruise update. So make sure you check Facebook for their post and be ready for it.
That's what's up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
much.
And I believe that we have arrived at the point in the show where we must bid you farewell until tomorrow morning. Thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in to Go Live Together. We really appreciate your ongoing support for the show. Everybody take care of each other out there. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you and good morning.
Bye.
Good morning.